Hey guys, this is John again from PsychTech, and today I got a real treat for you. I'm going to give you the top 8 tips to massively boost your performance in Google Maps. So let's jump right in, shall we? First, a little background information, a little trivia if you will. The number one result is 10 times more likely to receive a click compared to a page in the number 10 spot of the search results. So that's a big difference. Plus, the number one result in Google also gets 27.6% of all clicks. So it really pays to be in the number one spot, or at least on page 1. There's only 0.63% of Google searches proceed to page 2. So if you're on page 2 or 3, forget about it. You need to get on page 1 to be found. So that being the case, first, I'm going to touch on 6 quick ranking factors. Then we're really going to dig into how to manipulate those so that we can gain favor with Google for those factors. Those factors are, first, you need a Google business profile. Then you need to get reviews to that profile. Then you want your on-page technical SEO to be completely dialed in on your website. Then you want to establish a good backlinking profile to that Google My Business listing. Then you want to analyze the behavioral signals for certain keywords that you want to rank for, and then build up your citation listings. So that being considered, the top priority here is going to be your Google My Business optimization. So first, you want to claim your business listing. You can go to this URL right here and look to see if your business is already in there. If it is, you can simply claim it, and if not, you can go ahead and set it up. Down in the comments below, I've included my ebook, which walks you step by step through that process, how to set it up and optimize it perfectly. So, long story short, you basically want to just make sure that every single field is filled out and complete. Like they give you 750 characters for a box to describe something. Use as much of that territory as you can. Get all of your high-value keywords you want to rank for in there, and do everything as thoroughly and completely as you can in that profile. Add services and products if applicable. When you add your services, like if you do EMDR or brain spotting or any of these other techniques, those are special services. You can add those to your Maps listing and it'll help you appear for more searches for that particular keyword, synonyms thereof, that kind of thing. There's actually 4,000 business categories to choose from when you're setting up your profile as well. So you want to choose the one that matches your service as closely as possible as your primary one. Like if you had a yoga studio and you chose gym as your primary category, that's going to kill you because it doesn't match right. You want to get as close as you can. And again, there's 4,000 of them, so you got plenty to choose from. You should find something good. But choose the most accurate one you can for your primary category. Then they actually give you the option to choose secondary categories. I wouldn't go beyond 2 for this. Otherwise, you're thinning it out too much, you're diluting your profile, and it's going to make your results kind of lukewarm. So you want to keep it somewhat targeted. Limit your additional categories to 2. Like for me, my category is marketing agency, additional categories, web designer, search engine optimization. 3 primaries, but mostly it all falls under marketing agency. So that's kind of how we structured it. Next, you want to work your top keyword into your business name if possible, like elder therapeutics, elder SEO, anything like that. Some people go so far as to try to come up with a fake name in their Google Maps listing, like keyword plus city, Santa Rosa drywall, McAllen plumbing. You've seen them around, you know these guys. But if you actually look at their website, you'll find out that that isn't even their name. They're just working the algorithm, try to curry favor. And it works for a short term, but Google always catches on, and after a month or 2, you'll find them down on page 5. So it's not really helpful. Plus, if you're getting smoked by one of these guys, all you really have to do is find that kind of spammy junk on the GMB listing, open their website, see what their real name of their business is, then go back to their GMB profile and suggest an edit and plug their actual name in as an edit to their business name. Google will double check that and they will verify it and side with you and change their business name, and that'll kick them right out of the 3-pack so you can slide up into there where you belong because you've put in the hard work and done everything right. You're not trying to scam the system with a spammy fake name. So that's one tip there. Next, you really want to encourage reviews. I have a video, I'll include a link to that also, and that shows you in under a minute how to solicit reviews from your customers. So you want to encourage your customers to leave reviews on Google Maps, as positive reviews can really help your ranking along. Respond to your reviews in a timely manner as well. As soon as you get those reviews in, respond to them. There's actually a GMB app you can download, and so that anytime someone leaves a review, you'll get a quick text and you'll be able to respond immediately with a quick thank you. Both positive and negative reviews show that you value customer feedback, and quick response shows that you're reactive. Now, reviews, of course, are better with text than simply stars, and even better if they can add images or use specific keywords in their review. So, like, Blake Remodeling did a great job on my kitchen remodel. That would be a great one. All right, next, we want to use relevant keywords. Using relevant keywords in your business description and other content on your Google Maps listing can help improve your ranking for those particular keywords. So it doesn't matter if it's in your reviews, like we just discussed, or if it's in your business description, if it's in your service categories, if it's in your posts, if you rename your images to correspond with search terms you want to rank for. It's all good. Utilize all of the above. Next, we want to look at the website itself. So now we're off GMB a little bit and we're looking at your actual website. You want to make sure your website's structured right, utilizing your keywords correctly in the header tags, title tags, meta tags, alt tags, your schema content, and get a good mix of keyword variation mixed into the content. Generally, it's recommended not to use the same keyword on the same page more than 2 to 3 times. So this is where a little keyword research will help you out so that you can actually find synonyms and variations off your main keyword so you can mix it up a little bit, like grass, turf, lawn. I'm not going to sit here and pound the same keyword down 5 times. There's a point of diminishing returns. So limited to 2 or 3. Next, you want to add photos and videos. Adding photos and videos to your Google Maps listing can make it more attractive and engaging for potential customers. It shows that you're actively engaged with your profile. And a lot of these photos are geotagged. So if you're in an area of town where you do a lot of work, it's a lucrative area of town to work in, you like jobs in that area, take some pictures. Your phone will automatically geotag those images. And then when you rename it, the service you did, like say, I repaired a leaky faucet over in Belmont. I would say leaky faucet repair, Belmont, California. And I would rank better for that particular term, even though it's just a picture that's renamed that. Google doesn't care. Keywords are keywords. It'll see them. So load lots of keywords into your photos and upload those photos. You also want to use your Google My Business profile and post at least once a week or so and upload those pictures regularly. Don't forget to rename those images because by default they're going to be like a long series of gibberish.png. Gibberish isn't going to help you. Rename it what it is, what you're doing, where you're doing it, things like that. And that'll come into play to help you out for those particular keywords. All right, next you want to maintain an active online presence. Maintaining an active online presence by regularly updating your website, your social media profiles. This means adding location pages, adding blog pages, adding service pages. Keep adding content. Content is Google's lifeblood. So if you're one of those guys that's constantly adding more and more content to their website, sharing it across social media so it gets lots of views and draws traffic, you're going to be doing quite well. This can only help improve your own online visibility. Focus on post-uploaded images and use persuasive copywriting in your material. Next, you want to verify your location. If you do have an actual physical location, an office or whatnot, make sure it's verified on Google Maps. You can do this through checking Google Maps here, and you can see your image right there showing that the pin shows where you are actually at. If it doesn't, you're going to have to fix that. because you may be dialed in as a service area and it's just finding the center of that service area. Speaking of service areas, I'm going to touch on that in a second, but proximity to the searcher is a huge factor. So you have to have your GMB within the city limits of the city being targeted, preferably within the city, around the center of the city, ideally. Now, service area businesses can get around this a little bit. Generally, they want service areas to just not say they have a storefront, just list their service area, in which case it'll just draw a big bubble, over here, around the service area. And you can get around this a little bit by actually using a virtual office or a co-working space. There's a lot of different services that offer this, and to establish a location like this, it runs maybe $15 to a couple $100 depending on the services you've opted in for, what city it's in, things like that, the competitive nature. It varies. But note, in Google Maps, the name is usually superimposed where the Google perceives that the city center is. So if you're looking at a target city, like right here, you can look at the name of that city, and that is where Google perceives the center to be. So if you can find a virtual office anywhere near where the name is listed, that is going to be the ideal location for you to drop a pin on the map to center your business on. Next, we want to focus on backlinking to your Google My Business profile. I've touched on backlinks a little bit before in web building, but you can do the same thing here. You can find this code in your map profile and use that as the target URL for your links. So say you wrote a great blog post about a certain thing and you want to link it back to your business profile for that particular service possibly, or for just calling out directions. It's simply a matter of just inserting that code into the backlink structure so that backlink draws traffic to your business profile. Traffic through your profile is a good thing, and Google will reward you for that with ranking. But keep in mind, with backlinking, as always, good high domain authority backlinks that are relevant to your niche are what you're after here. And you want them flowing in at a consistent rate. But quality trumps quantity here. So you want just a couple links a day, constantly trickling in from good reputable sources that'll pass their domain authority on to you, as well as give you more credibility with those particular search terms that you've worked into the hyperlinking in those. So keep that in mind. Lastly, we're going to discuss citations. Now, citations are like your Psychology Today, your Manta, your Yellow Pages. There's hundreds of them, really. In fact, you want to find the ones that are niche relevant or locally relevant, that either are local and mention specifically a lot of information about your local area, your city, region, county, or the niche that you're in. Therapists, home remodeling contractors, two very different things. So being listed on Manta as a therapist doesn't make a lot of sense. Makes about as much sense as a building contractor being listed on Psychology Today. So you want to get directory listings that match up with what you do or where you do it, and then build out a unique profile on all of them. Because Google has a long memory. If you write duplicate content, they will see it and they will throw it away, and you just wasted all your time. So do a little keyword research, find 5-10 keywords you want to focus on, and write just 600-700 words around those for each profile, so that by the time Google goes through and indexes all of them, you're going to be on the map for so many keywords it'll make your head spin. Then it's just a matter of working the backlinking, on-site SEO, technical SEO, and other factors in order to kind of raise that right on up to page 1 where all the traffic's at. So this has been my top 8 suggestions for growing your Google business profile. If you have any questions, drop them below in the comments. If you like this video, smash that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. This has been John with PsychTech. Hope you enjoyed this video.